Hey guys, it's Brendan Borman, back for a 270 video. Tonight I'll be playing as Barack Obama, taking on Eugene Debs, and it's actually Eugene versus Debs, the #1 overall player on the all-time leaderboard with 5,520 wins. So let's take a look at Eugene Debs, the character. Of course, he is a socialist candidate from many years ago, but Eugene versus Debs is one of the GOATs of the game. And let's see if there's a clash in New York. There is not. Looks like Eugene is going to go into labor and environment. And he does have a vice president of Bill de Blasio, which will give him a big cash advantage the rest of the game. We are going to clash in Utah and Massachusetts. So Eugene and I have played several times. He's denying me the town and gown bonus, but also Eugene has a stake when it comes to high tech. And so, wow, he can get a huge cash advantage. And so the longer he can delay me from getting bonuses, the better off for him. And so looking at the map, kind of scared to spend. So I did zero spend. I have several options at this point. I'm thinking about Florida, thinking about New York. It doesn't really benefit me to overspend. I'm thinking about this African-American combination. So Eugene does not go in New York. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get African-American. And I'm going to attack in Arizona, Virginia, and North Carolina to give me some backup plans. I'm also going to go in Maryland, Pennsylvania, and Delaware for high tech, but also a little bit of defense and just being proactive. So we do clash in North Carolina and Pennsylvania. And so there's that African-American bonus. We do get 162.5 thousand every single turn. Now, Eugene will be trying to take that away. Gonna pip up in Maryland. Thinking about Virginia, but it seems like a little risky. I decided to defend Florida at the last second, just in case he goes for a Florida steal. Looks like Eugene is the one who zero spends. Okay, now the pressure's back on me. He could go past me in New York. I have this African-American money I'm going to spend in North Carolina. I think I might open up in another African-American state. Don't know which one yet. Possibly Louisiana. I could attack in Arizona and maybe go for swing states. But I want to keep as much cash as possible. I'm going to go ahead and go in Delaware, District of Columbia. And then I am going to save $250,000 of cash. Looks like a lot of states are being entered by Eugene. He does go to the 4th pip in North Carolina and passes me in Pennsylvania by 1. So no bonuses exchange hands. We still have that African American bonus. But now he cannot steal New York. Again, I don't want to overspend in a steal and possibly lose a bonus. Okay, Eugene, looking at his player card, he's a pretty versatile candidate. Going to keep pipping up to the 3rd pip. He did pressure me in Michigan. Did flip North Carolina. I'm going to try to flip it back. So now I have $498,000 in cash that I am going to sit on. So let's see. We do flip North Carolina, which should help us keep the African American bonus no matter what. And Eugene pivots to Texas. Okay, so he is in both of the oil giants, California and Texas, but only on the 1st pip, which is kind of risky for him. I'm going to go up in Louisiana, and then maybe I should flip Virginia or Arizona, seal North Carolina. Got lots of options. I'm going to go up in Illinois, open up Mississippi, and I'm going to 1 pip over to California. See what my opponent does. No action in California. He's making a play to take away my African American bonus, going 1 pip past me in Michigan, Maryland. We do keep North Carolina, but Tennessee flips. So that will take away my African American bonus for 1 turn. But I do have $798,000. I'm going to double pip up into California. That will give me the high-tech bonus when I have New York in California, which I cannot lose this turn. I still have $398,000, and so I definitely am going to want to spend up in Illinois. And so just A, to get the African American bonus back, but B, it will also maybe allow me to get Latino if I'm able to flip maybe in Arizona. I'm also looking at swing states. So if I'm able to somehow keep North Carolina with Florida and Pennsylvania. So North Carolina flips. We do lose that. And Virginia is defended a little bit. So there's the African American bonus back. There's export. There's high tech. There's Latino. So I wasn't even thinking, but yes, Florida is the Latino state. So now I can go for town and gown if I were to spend up in Arizona and Massachusetts, but I don't think Massachusetts is really worth it at the moment. And so looking at it from the perspective of spending all of my high-tech money in Utah, going up in Arizona, and I do have District of Columbia, and if I can go up in New Hampshire or another state, Iowa, with my swing states, which I'm going to get next. I would have had it if I kept North Carolina, but I did not. So now that I have Arizona, that should be good enough for that. Utah steal is successful, and Virginia is closed off by Eugene. So that's the end of turn number 11. That's the town and gown bonus. So we are leading 5 bonuses with our African American, Latino, high tech, export bonus, and town and gown bonus, plus $413,000 for over $1 million. And Eugene does have the labor and environment bonus, but that's it. He really has staggered, playing more defense, taking away my African American bonus before getting it back. And so I am going to pip up into Texas, as well as flip Maryland and New Hampshire and Michigan, going up in Iowa, and I still have 408,000. So I'm going to leave Pennsylvania open. I don't see a good reason why Eugene would try to steal it. And so for that reason, it's good to leave a trap for a turn. Now I'm lucky because Eugene doesn't have enough cash to force me to spend in New York or Florida. But I'm going to defend in Illinois. My Maryland Steel and Michigan Steel are successful, as is entering into Texas uncontested. So we were able to do that because of the zero spend. But now we did pick up the swing state bonus. So we still have 1.34 million compared to over 700,000. And now I'm going to have to defend in New York. So that's the first thing. Let's see, 150, 300, 450, 600, 750. And I'm going to use my swing state money to go up in Colorado and New Mexico. I'm going to defend Florida by just 1. Because if I lose Florida, it doesn't really do anything with the bonuses except the swing state bonus with Wisconsin, Virginia, North Carolina, and then would be Florida. So I'm going to enter into not all the states, but as many states as I can. And we'll see where Eugene spent. Okay, so no clashes so far. We do flip. There's the big spend in New York. So we do have a huge clash. Eugene was going for the gusto, and it did not work. So there's the oil bonus. I'm going to go ahead and enter into the remaining states in which I am not already in, and then go up to the third rung in Texas. That will secure me the agriculture bonus. Okay, I'm just entering into some more states here. We do have a clash in Maine, which will prevent a ballot. There's the manufacturing bonus. And so we are now on turn 15. Going to go ahead and flip some of these smaller states. And that should get us close to a ballot. So I spent almost all of my money. And it looks like everything is flipping. Eugene likes to zero spin this game, giving him options. There's the Old South bonus and the ballot, which he did not spend on. And so by a final score of 499 to 39, I have defeated Eugene Debs. I appreciate everyone for tuning into this video. And until next time, this is Brendan Borman saying thank you and have a good one.